Shalom, brothers and sisters in Yeshua. My name is Eliyahu, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So, today's message is titled, I put 3 titles to it, because we're going to talk about 3 different things. Elijah, our end-time prophet, comes now. Now's the time to be watching for him. The greatest move of God in the history of the world is about to commence. I can't wait to tell you about that. It's also known as the marriage of the Lamb, and you'll see that very clearly in just a few seconds from now. So I just want to tell you what happened in my last message, which was the first message, because it pertains to what we're going to be talking about today as well. In my last message, the Lord gave me a vision while I was writing it, and a huge light was shining on a box of garbage bags on my floor. The light looked like a flashlight, but it was so bright and it was turning off and on, off and on. And I asked the Lord, what does this mean? And he said, it's time to take out the garbage. It's time to shine the light on false teachings and false doctrines and put them into the garbage. So the Lord is showing me that he's restoring the original teachings he gave to his disciples. And he is exposing all the false doctrines. And so don't think for 1 minute that I'm the source of these revelations. I'm simply a steward of what the Lord gives me for the church. So let's talk about the greatest move in the history of the world, because it's about to take place. And it's going to take place around the time that our end-time prophet Elijah shows up, makes his appearance. The prophet Malachi tells us, see, I will send the prophet Elijah to you before the great and dreadful day of the Lord comes. Malachi 4:5. And we know the day of the Lord is also known as the wrath of God, which begins at the exact halfway point in the 7-year tribulation. So here it is, Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. The world was angry, and your wrath has come. So Elijah must appear before the wrath of God begins. So Jesus is about to fill his bride with himself. Then this gospel will go to the nations in great power and glory. And this mighty move is going to last right up until the very day of the rapture. So let me share something with you that's deeply personal, and it confirms this timeline that I'm about to show you of when the move of God is going to begin, when you're going to be filled with the glory of the Lord. So during prayer, Yeshua appeared right in front of me in my bedroom, and he filled me with the glory of the Lord. And in that moment, I could see for miles in the spirit realm. I understood where to go, what to do, and what to say at all times. And all I could say was, the power is you, Yeshua, living in me. And just then, as I finished saying that, the glory lifted. And another scene appeared before me. I saw all my sins play out like a movie that I didn't want to watch. I told the Lord, I could never be good enough to be filled with your presence like this. And he responded, you're right, Eliyahu, but what is impossible for you is possible for me. Just be willing. Then he said, go now and turn on your TV. So I turned on the TV, and there was this man yelling, just be willing, Psalms 110 verse 3. I said, oh my goodness. And that's what the Father is saying. He is raising up an army of volunteers who are just willing. And that's what God is asking you to do. Be willing, because when this move starts, We're going to be bringing in the harvest in great power and glory. So, the Father told me exactly when Yeshua will fill his bride with himself. This is an amazing revelation. Okay? And the two shall become one. You're going to become one with Yeshua when you're filled. Okay, so for many of us, we're betrothed to Yeshua, but a day is coming when the marriage will be consummated, like a Jewish wedding. The marriage of the Lamb will take place on earth, and the marriage supper of the Lamb will take place in heaven when we arrive at the rapture. So I'm going to clear up this another false teaching. Many believe that the rapture leads to the marriage of the Lamb, but that's a false teaching. Let me expose it and reveal the true timeline. Revelation 19:7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb has come, and his wife has made herself ready. Wow. This is the discrepancy in what I just read. If it's the marriage, why does it say the wife made herself ready? Brides prepare for a marriage, not wives. So other translations got it right. The marriage feast of the Lamb has come. Okay, this is when we arrive in heaven. Net Bible version, the wedding celebration of the Lamb has come. So when the bride walks down an aisle, we don't say, here comes the wife. No. We say, here comes the bride. She becomes the wife after she's married. Okay? So, Revelation 19:9, blessed are they which are called to the marriage supper of the Lamb. That's the correct interpretation. Verse 9 confirms it. We're attending the marriage supper of the Lamb, not the marriage itself. It's a translation error, but now you know the truth. So let's move on. Let's move on to where the Father told me when the marriage of the Lamb is going to take place. While I was reading in Malachi 3, he revealed the timeline. Malachi 3:1, I will send my messenger who will prepare the way before me. And we know that that messenger is our end-time prophet, Elijah. Then suddenly, the Lord whom you're seeking will come to his temple. Well, guess what? That temple is you. It's me. You're the temple that Yeshua will suddenly fill with himself. The coming of Elijah is the sign for when the marriage will take place. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16, know ye not that ye are the temple, that the Spirit of the God dwells in you? So let's be watching for Elijah to come. And one of the tell-all signs is he will be bringing judgment to the house of the Lord in preparation for the greatest move of God on earth. In order for us to be filled, he's going to prepare us. So during one of his meetings, suddenly the marriage of the Lamb will take place. Suddenly, Yeshua will fill our temples. Soon after, God will pour out his Spirit upon all flesh. And this gospel will go to the nations in unprecedented power and glory. The Great Tribulation is at the door. But the Lord will raise up a powerful standard against it. This great move of God will last right up until the day of the rapture, bringing in the greatest harvest of souls in history. So it's harvest time for the world, and it's revival for the church. Let's give glory to Yeshua for such an amazing revelation. For the marriage of the Lamb has come, and the last harvest is about to be brought into the kingdom. Then the rapture will take place. Okay, so here's a highlight for my next video. The Lord told me to go and watch the movie Superman because he has a message for me, a message for you. When I arrived, I purchased my ticket, and the Lord spoke to me, and he said the message is on the ticket. Look at it when you get home. So I looked all over the ticket because I cheated. And I'm looking for the Lord's message, but I saw nothing. But when I came to look at the price of the ticket, I got hit so hard by the Holy Spirit. The price of the ticket was $8.18. What a deal. And it was a deal. This will be one of the greatest messages that the Lord has ever given me for the church, for you. So come back and find out what Yeshua told me to watch at the movie Superman and what 818 means. Wait until you find out what 818 means. So we're going to become, I'm give you a hint, we're going to become like Superman and Superwomen when the glory of the Lord fills us. And then we're going to be sent to bring in the last harvest. Okay, so that's the end of my message for today. And we'll see you next time when we discuss the Lord's great 818 message. Until then, this is Eliyahu, and we'll catch you later. Bye for now.